finest young apples in our hotel. This is like a real thing.
With all of the horse-drawn carriages and everything, here we are in St. Augustine, Florida, on a very, very hot 90-degree September afternoon. And we're going to be taking a visit around the historic old city, which is the oldest city in the United States, as it was founded in 1565. So we're going to be taking some of the trips and seeing what St. Augustine is going to be like. So let's go.
Summer.
Near the corner of Charlotte and St. Francis is St. Augustine's oldest house. Being St. Augustine's oldest house, I suppose it's one of the oldest houses in the United States, now run by the Historical Society of St. Augustine, Florida. It's right near the water, so let's take a look on down the street and see what's happening in St. Augustine. Now we're standing in front of Ripley's Museum in downtown St. Augustine. The temperature hasn't gotten any better. It certainly is very hot. But nonetheless, we're going to go inside and see what unusual and ancient tortures they have for small children and others. So come on inside and let's see exactly what's inside of Ripley's, believe it or not, museum. First items to see in the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum is the Lincoln log cabin, made with 16,800 Lincoln pennies. There's over 125 feet of brass rods to support the weight. On the first floor, here's an Egyptian mummy case, which dates back almost 4,000 years. Here's an item of interest, an old ceremonial temple drum made from 2 skulls stretched with human skin. Castle Warden, as this building was originally known, served once as a private residence and as a hotel. At Christmas of 1950 was when it became the first of the Ripley Believe It or Not museums. The museum contains such things as a wooden saxophone, a wooden bugle, and down on the end, a violin made out of over 4,000 matchsticks. The more prized possessions, a vase made out of the bladder of a camel. What we see in here, different forms of money. Such items as feathers, dog teeth, pieces of salt, bells, chunks of wood, anything was used as money all over the world. And here is the world's greatest fake, once owned by P.T. Barnum and presented to the public as a genuine Fiji Island mermaid. People paid from 25 cents to $6,000 just to view this curious fake oddity. Very curious. And believe it or not, this 2-headed Hereford calf was born under the Gemini sign of the twins on June 1st, 1930 at a farm in Hardinsburg, Kentucky. And finally, here is a statue of Robert L. Ripley sitting behind one of his original desks. Mr. Ripley died in 1949. That concludes this portion of the film. Now let's go back outside. portion of the film. Let's, okay, now we're going to see where they stand on the begun in 1672. Attached to the prison, two other things. And over here is the moat across the very well right. Hasn't changed much since doing this, but it's 300 years either. So now we'll go inside the place. Here's the moat. Full of water, but I don't know about alligators. There's a view of the old cannon. That's a little passageway here. I don't know quite what's there. Let's look over this wall here. There we go. Well, we're going to finish up the movie here. This little sightseeing boat is going to be going through here and making the drawbridge go up. So we're going to see how that looks. We're right at the edge of the fort at the moment. There goes the bridge. We're here finally at the end of the day, tired, ready to go. We've seen the bridge go up. We've been to the castle. We've been to Rip-Off's Believe It or Not. And, oh, Ripley's I'm sorry. And have seen all these wondrous things here in the hottest city in the country, St. Augustine, Florida. So I think it's going to be time to call it a day. And I know she's ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she had to think about that one. That was a toughie.
It's my turn.
Oh, no, I haven't finished my turn.